Let's talk more about biotic and abiotic factors. An environment is all external factors that determine the conditions surrounding an organism. The biotic factors are the living things in an organism's environment. Look at the word bio. Bio means life. So if we look at the biotic factors in an environment, we have to consider all of the living parts of that environment, such as plants, animals, and bacteria, which sometimes we might not think about because they're too small to see. Biotic factors important to a heron. This bird is called a heron or a heron. So biotic factors important to a heron, for example, might include the fish it eats and other species that compete with herons for food or space. Think about the biotic factors that are important to you. This might include what you eat, other people that you interact with, pets. Abiotic factors, the prefix a means not. So that's a prefix we see in a lot of words. So biotic means living things, a means not living things. The abiotic factors are the non-living parts of the environment, such as water, air, and rocks. For example, a heron could be affected by the abiotic factors, such as water quality, temperature, and humidity. Now the question might be raised, well, what about something that's dead or decomposing? That's still considered a biotic factor. Abiotic factors are non-living things. That means they're just parts of the physical environment that are not and were not living. Think about the abiotic factors that are important to you in your everyday life. It might include water quality, temperature, humidity. This is the same list that affects other organisms. The things that affect you affect the abiotic factors that affect you affect other organisms as well. The difference between biotic and abiotic factors may seem clear and simple, but interactions in the biosphere are complex and cannot easily be described by simple terms. These terms are perfect examples. Many so-called abiotic factors can be strongly influenced by organisms. Bullfrogs, for example, hang out in soft muck along the shores of ponds. You might think that this muck is a strictly physical external factor because it contains non-living particles of sand and mud, but typical pond muck contains leaf mold and other decomposing plant materials from trees and other plants around the pond. Microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi also live in the muck and use that once living material as food. Abiotic conditions around that mucky shore are shaped by organisms. A canopy of trees and shrubs can shade the edge of the pond from hot sun and protect it from strong, dry winds. So organisms around the pond affect the amount of sunlight the muck receives and the range of temperatures it experiences. Trees around a pond also affect the humidity of air close to the ground. The roots of trees and other plants determine how much soil is held in place and how much washes into the pond. Even chemical conditions in the soil can be affected by living organisms. If most nearby trees are pines, their decomposing needles make the soil acidic. If the nearby trees are oaks, the soil will be more alkaline or basic. This mix of biotic and abiotic external factors shapes every environment.